I'm about to switch this whole motherfucking paradigm to. Let me truly explain why overthinking is not your actual problem. Like, real quick, let me really explain that overthinking technically isn't even a thing. Then I'm gonna explain why it's not your problem. Then I'm going to explain how you even fix the real problem and what that even is. So real quick, here's why overthinking is not even a real thing. Overthinking means to like think too much, right? But you need to realize something. The thing that thinks, right? Your intellect. That thing is always going to think unless you're in the state of meditation, which is focusing on nothing, or unless you just go to sleep and have that real deep sleep where you just like experience absolutely nothing, then you wake up feeling really rejuvenated and stuff like that. I don't mean that sleep where it's like you went to sleep but then you wake up aggravated because you were still thinking the whole entire night, or when you go to sleep and you have a dream and stuff like that, because there's still some intellectual processing going on there. You feel me? So with that shit being said, how the fuck can you overthink if your intellect is always thinking? Like, that's just always going to fucking happen. But here's the thing though. The real problem is simply that you're thinking about shit that you don't want to think about. Like, if you had positive thoughts inside your head, I'm so great, this is so amazing, life is amazing, I love everybody. If every thought was just fucking amazing, I'm so valuable. You just saying a whole bunch of shit that's just great. You're gonna feel fucking amazing. It gets to the point where it stops even being words. It just becomes tones and frequencies and visions and shit like that. You feel me? Like imagine you're overthinking about a fucking business idea, right? And then it's like you get to the point where you just have a whole fucking dream that shows you the exact layout of what the fuck to do. You feel me? Like, imagine that. Imagine that shit. Like, people who have bad dreams, whether it's a scary nightmare or it's just an uncomfortable experience between you and a friend, partner, parent, whatever the fuck, you feel me? Those dreams happen because on either levels that you realize or don't realize, you're thinking about that type of shit. And what happens is that you're always going to think, you feel me? So you keep on thinking about that shit, and then you experience it through a dream. You feel me? You experience a higher version of that, pretty much, you feel me? So if you're able to just switch what you're thinking about, right, the overthinking no longer becomes a problem at all. So how do you actually change that? All of your thoughts, right, are coming from, let's talk about what your mind is, right? Because there's only the mind. The mind is what holds things. So your individual mind is just your memory. It's the group of experiences, thoughts, and emotions that you hold and identify with on either conscious, subconscious, or unconscious levels, right? That's what your mind is, just a group of fucking memory. That's way more vast than you actually may think. It's super vast. It's not just your personal memory. It's not just your genetic memory. It's way more shit than that. You have evolutionary, you have the past life shit, but you don't gotta believe in past lives, you don't want to, because just the genetic shit and personal shit is enough to be on some motherfucking crazy shit. So you already got that shit, right? And then pretty much your intellect is just working based out of your own memory. So if you identify with the negative memories, right, your intellect is thinking based off that memory. And it also draws from your experiences to perceive the outside world. You feel me? So it's like if there's a certain person that reminds you of somebody in the past who made you feel bad or glad. No? All right. Anyway, they made you feel bad or glad, you feel me? Your intellect's gonna identify that and be like, okay, this person reminds me of this person who made me feel good or bad, and then, you know, it's going to react based upon that and shit like that. But if you decide to be, meditation and mindfulness is always gonna help with this shit, you feel me? That's just what it's gonna be, because they clearly focus on nothing. And then when things pop up, you learn how to just simply just observe them more. But if you simply just do things like self-hypnosis, which is simply just affirmations, but you do affirmations a lot, and you do it a lot before bed. Self-hypnosis, breath work, because breath work gets really deep and heals energetic shit also. And if you simply just fix the energy, then you fix the psychology and then the physical also. Because it's like a lot of people try to fix the physical and the psychological, and the problem may just be an energetic thing. You feel me? It could just be an energetic thing. So, you know, if you fix the energy, the other shit always just naturally fixes. So that's why I said breath work. The self-hypnosis is for real deep psychology. You get really deep in your own psychology and stuff like that. Breath work is more energy based. And chakra work is more energy based. On a simple, the most simple way to work with chakras, right? Simply just look up what each chakra represents, the principles, what's the negative aspects, the positive aspects. And then when you want to start getting deeper, right, you can look at like what emotions you struggle with the most, right? You feel me? Or what type of negative thoughts you struggle with the most. Do they deal with guilt, anger, sadness? What the fuck is it, right? And then you can simply find out what organ, because if you learn, you can either learn what chakra or what organ or both, which corresponds to that emotion, and then heal that area. You feel me? So I recommend chakra work first because it just gets really simple and shit. You're like, oh, the root chakra represents security and shit like that. So you literally just focus on that area, then you bring up memories about that shit. You try to switch how you feel about it. You try to tell yourself that you're more secure and stuff like that. Boom, right? And then when you want to get more advanced, you actually learn what organs it works with. Oh, the root chakra deals with the adrenal glands and stuff like that. Maybe I got to work on my adrenal glands. What the fuck helps with that shit? You feel me? Oh, I have a lot of anger. Maybe I got to do a liver detox. You feel me? Like, you start getting deeper and deeper type shit. You feel me? And then you notice that your overthinking is not a problem anymore because the overthinking was never a fucking problem. It's just what you were thinking about. It's really as simple as that. You feel me? Like, So the self-hypnosis is when self-hypnosis deals with, like, you feel me, reframing shit, saying shit differently, telling yourself affirmations, you feel me, all that type of shit. I already mentioned breathwork. You can look up breathwork to clear negative emotions on fucking YouTube. Like, you can literally find this shit for free. You feel me? Like, it doesn't have to be as hard as you think. You feel me? Just when you really want something really bad, you find multiple outlets to do it. And then when you really want it super duper bad, right, you'll say, hey, the free information is cool, but I might pay for some shit. You feel me? You start paying for shit because I ain't gonna cap. You feel me? Like, I done pay for some shit. And there's a lot of, you believe it or not, bro, there's a lot of information out here that you probably do not realize that that'll make your life super motherfucking easy. You feel me? Free and not free. And it's like, like, if you truly start looking hard enough, I'm not saying that you're not, because you may already be, maybe, I don't really know who's watching this video, but if you trying hard enough, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you could find a lot of shit and really dominate, bro. You could really start to dominate, because a lot of people, I'm telling you, right, well, I can't say a lot of people, but from what I'm seeing, a lot of people aren't even aware of simply just the basic functions of life and what they are and stuff like that, you feel me? And how to properly handle themselves, right? All that information and 10 times beyond that is already out there, and it's not hard to find. And the shit that's hard to find is like, bro, you feel me? Like, you're gonna see what I'm talking about as time keeps going on and stuff like that, you feel me? But yeah, that's it for this video. Peace.